Good morning, Titans.
Welcome back to the Channel 5 Titan TV News.
We have a great first show for the 2011 school year for you.
Because we've got highlights from Mr. GQ,
a feature story about everyone's favorite econ teacher.
So stay tuned because all this,
plus more, is all coming up next.
Only on your Channel 5 Titan TV News.
Good morning, Titans.
Today is Wednesday, January 26th. I'm Marie Humble.
And I'm Amanda Fritz. It's good to be back on air.
Yeah, it is. Amanda and I are going to be working together.
And we're so excited. Why don't you get started with the show?
Sounds good. He's our varsity boys basketball coach and one of our government and economics instructors. I had a chance to talk to Coach Richards about his love of basketball and a few other topics.
Do you remember when you were a young kid and you played a sport? Well, did you ever think that your sport could become your career? For Coach Richards, his did.
Coach Richard played basketball since he was in 3rd grade all the way through high school.
He would be playing today still, but having a serious knee injury caused Richards to stop. But that won't keep him from being somewhere involved in the game. Richards decided if he can't play, he'll coach.
I had my first knee surgery sophomore year of high school, and it kind of spiraled from there. I tried to go play at UC Davis and had 3 knee surgeries the first 3 years I was there, to the point where the doctor just said I shouldn't be playing. And my love for the game kind of kept it going where I wanted to play, and was given an opportunity a few years later to coach after college at Sac State, and just kind of got the coaching bug from there and just kept going.
Antelope High isn't the only school Coach Richards coached at. He also coached at Hiram Johnson High School, West Campus High School, and Mesa Verde, as well as Sac State.
My kids, I haven't pushed any sports really on them. It's always kind of whatever they want to try, and they've tried a lot of stuff in sports and out of sports. But they always, would be dragged, to practices and be shooting around and stick around after practice and goof around with the players, to the point where I'm seeing it with my 2 older boys that they really have a love for the game and want to come to the practices and want to come to the games and go work on stuff. And it's nice because I don't have to ask them to do it or, say, hey, we got to go do this. It's them coming to me, wanting to, learn about the game.
Coach Richards isn't the only one playing basketball. He even got his 3 kids into it along with their other sports.
It's tough. I sit down with my wife a lot, and we're doing the calendar constantly, and we'll have all the kids' schedules and our schedules and the basketball schedule, and then this time of year, I really rely on her a lot with getting the kids around when we've got practices or road games or tournaments, and she's been great. She's the best coach's wife anybody could find, and she does a great job of bringing the kids to the games, knowing that I'm going to be late, and so I get a chance to see them, and things like that. Just trying to keep a perspective that it's still just basketball, and that's what I do. But my family is more who I am and defines me. That's going to be around for a while.
Hopefully, we'll see Coach Richards continue to coach here. Reporting for Titan TV News, I'm Marie Humble.
While some kids have both parents at home, others have to live with one and switch homes during the month. Senior Megan Malone and junior Jabari Timmons share their own personal experience about divorce. Reporter Bria Poe filed the story for us.
Divorce. The one word every child dreads to hear from their parents. Be it divorce or legally separated, it is a situation no child wants to be in the middle of, especially teens in high school who already have enough stress to deal with on their own.
Half of all marriages in the U.S. end in divorce. The effects of divorce can range from very minor to very severe in some cases. The effects of divorce are dealt with differently by different people. Gender, age, or even culture. These are all things that play into a child's life as to how they will deal with the divorce. For example, girls tend to get very emotional, while boys tend to become very aggressive and disobedient.
For junior Jabari Timmons, the effects of his parents' divorce weren't felt till later in his life. This is because the separation happened very early at the age of 1. As he grew up, he himself slowly realized the truth about his parents, but dealing with it wasn't always easy.
Since I was 1, my parents have been divorced. Mom and dad separated, and I've had to go from home to home, back and forth, different days of the week or whatever. But it affected my education in a way to where I always thought it was my fault, therefore I had no confidence. So I always thought when I did work, I'd be oh, this is wrong, so there's no point in doing it, or I just don't feel like doing it at all. And that really affected my grades because to this day, I still have confidence issues. So, yeah, I'm going through some stuff, but it's all good.
Not only can divorce alter situations such as education, but it can also strain the relationships within the family. During the course of her 8th grade school year, senior Megan Malone was told by her parents that they were filing for divorce. Even though she was very sad to see such events unfold, she later came to terms with it. Accepting it would be difficult though, for she would have to see the toll it would take on her family.
My family's divorce affected us kind of in our friends and family and stuff. Normally we would go out with a bunch of my parents' friends and stuff and go camping and stuff, and now we just kind of do it. I mean, we have my mom's set of friends and my dad's set of friends, but no one's really all together anymore, but it works. It's how it is, so yeah.
As distinctive as the situations might be, talking about it with someone you trust always helps, be it a best friend, close family member, or even your school's counselors, whom can always make themselves available for you to talk to.
They can only control what they can control, and so sometimes students need to vent. So any 3 of the counselors, or 4 of the counselors, because we do have Ms. Cook, our intervention counselor, they can come and talk to any of us whenever they're comfortable, whether it's to vent or they're not sure what to do, or they need help creating boundaries with their parents. That's important. They also need to learn how to communicate to their parents that it's uncomfortable for them, or that they might need counseling themselves just to kind of cope with a divorce.
Even though it is recommended for the student to talk to one of the counselors or someone close to them about what's going on, it is also very highly recommended that the student, along with their family, seek outside counseling sessions.
We advise, in fact, families that might be considering a divorce or have already started the process of divorce should definitely get their kids into counseling. And even the parents should participate in counseling, because too often parents use their kids as confidants. Whether they realize it or not, they just kind of start putting their business out there to the kid. And oftentimes we'll have kids in the office who feel the burden of their parents', heartache, and feel like that they need to do something about it, and they really can't because they're not adults.
Many of the school students are dealing with the divorce of their parents, so just know you're not alone. I'm Luis Regalado, signing off for your Time TV.
Ball is on Saturday. Are you going? Reporter Mangos Gill talked to senior Netta Talaby, the dance commissioner, to gather more information.
Balls are a major fundraising event of the year, and it's also a semi-formal dance, so it's really more expensive to put on the dance, especially because it's on a Saturday night, and everyone asks for a semi-formal event, which is on a Saturday night, so we're giving it to them. So I hope you guys all go and you enjoy.